When can people hear me? Now?
They can hear you now.
Hi.
Hold on.
Happy New Year.
Let me make sure they can hear you. Yeah.
Can people hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Hi, Scott Beal. Hi, Beach Nuts. Hi,
Good old beach nuts.
hi, everybody. Hi. I don't know if the Calisandra's here, but I wanted to special shout out the Calisandra because he or she sent me a little message on an order, and I love that. I love that about you, all of you. Nomad Geek, Happy New Year, and thanks for just popping in. That just makes me happy.
Look, the Calisandra, they sent they subbed just like that.
Oh, thanks for the sub. Howdy, Albevizan.
Yes. Oh, hey,
Reaper
Nightheart.
Harley, hello.
There's Nightheart.
Blues Clues. Oh my goodness, good
Hello,
grief.
hello, Frank and or Ann.
Frompy Glass, there's my honey. Scott Beal.
Oh, he's even a sub. That's super special. Thank you, Frompy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a new one. Star Wars
Collins
Geek.
called him Honey too, so.
Honey?
you
Can we all call him Honey?
Yes.
Thank you for the sub, Honey.
Yes. I don't know if he likes it, but.
Honey Glass. He should open up an Etsy shop and call it Honey
That's
Glass.
mine.
Honey Glass?
Yeah.
Well,
How dare you? Shh.
wait, that
Anyway.
was your idea, your Etsy shop.
Yeah, it's mine. Don't
But
don't
he's
anybody
the
do
glass
it.
blower.
I might be one day. One day I'll have more time.
All right. Well, you know.
All right.
I am
So-
Honey. See? Frompy's okay with being Honey. He is the Honey. He is the Honey.
You're so sweet. Okay. So,
Before you dive in,
before I dive in,
quick
Today.
announcements.
we're going to have
Yes.
some quick announcements. We found some holiday gift bags in the warehouse. So, they were like cleaning up and getting rid of some stuff, and we found these Christmas samplers. Christmas samplers. So,
Yes.
they've got a Christmas ornament in here. They've got some candy, Christmas wreath, and holly berry. Do they all have either Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus?
Yes.
This one has Santa Claus. I know that. So
Correct.
just be surprised and delighted by
yes,
that.
there will be candy.
Ooh, and there might be a key lime peppermint in there, and I liked it. I had one. Somebody sat it up here like it wouldn't be good or something. It was good.
Well, you know,
So-
Ed eats all of the chocolate kisses out of everything.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give away one of those for every 5 subs we get.
Correct.
So we have
Up to a max of 21.
21.
In
so
the event that we somehow manage to get over 100 subs in this, we have to cap it at 21 because that's all that's left. We can't make any more.
they are not the ones that Ed ate the candy out of.
Yeah.
We're not gonna give away. There will be candy in these.
Yes, 100% of what you just saw.
There will be candy in these. Hot dog. Hashtag Santa.
Now, that is every 5 subs. It's
Every
one
5
bag.
subs.
So the hashtag free is not open currently.
It's not open. It won't do anything.
And that is correct, Trashrama. I got you and a couple other people. And we are currently at 3. So
Tazalanch, no Pokey Sticks for now. These Pokey Sticks, they really are so hard for us to get going. So please forgive us for just a little bit while we get the Pokey Sticks going again. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. That includes resubs, gifted subs, Twitch Prime, any subs. We've got one, the Calisandra. We love you so much. We have 19 to go. Oh, wait. Do we start at 20 and then every 5?
I'm doing every 5 subs.
Every 5, no 20.
Yeah.
No
and
20
we'll
today.
We'll just incrementally increase it.
So, yeah, that's what we've got. So, what I have going here, what were you going to say? Oh
What?
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Albevizin. Albevizin.
You're going to be Howdy Albevizin from now on.
That puts our total at 8. I figured people liked micro goals more than they like these big stretch because it feels like people can individually affect change more than
Yeah.
just
that's
like
true.
oh, we're like 20 subs away. I can't help, and I don't want to do it. I don't even want to bother.
Y'all all individually affect change anyway because I just love all the comments. Beef in the hole. Star Wars Geek, I haven't seen you before. Hello. Gates have been opened. Thingy Chan. Oh. I'm glad you're doing your happy dance, the Calisandra. I do my happy dance, but it's embarrassing, and I can only do it when I like taste something really nice or see something really neat on TV. I can't just like manufacture it.
So I think
I love everybody so much too. Albevizin.
I think that's it though. I think
That's it. I've got to tell Albevizin though, when people tell me howdy, it's really, really special to me because my grandpa always says howdy. So I have a cousin that lives far away, and she always calls my grandpa howdy grandpa. And when I get home every night, he gives me the howdy. So it makes me feel at home when people give me the howdy. It's probably a lot of grandpas around here, right? Celtic Boar. I'm here because of a gift sub. Watched one and followed. Didn't realize I got gifted sub, but now I keep watching. I love it. I love you for it. That's great. Let's see. Chris Air was initially disappointed that the Poke Tool took a while, but it was like a late Christmas present. They really do. I don't understand the logistics of why they take so long, but they really do take a lot of time.
they have to kind of be. I mean, they really are kind of individually handmade. Like it's
Yeah.
not just casting where you do a bunch at one time. It's like you do get to do a bunch at one time, but then you have to individually make sure they work as an individual unit versus just kind of going through the QC process kind of thing.
Thank you, Vaxar. Vaxer.
Vaxer, yes, thank you. We are one away from 2 baggies.
Oh my goodness. One away from 2 baggies. Love it, love it, love it.
Thank you, Beach Nuts. Now we have 2 baggies. That is 10 subs total.
Tazalanch, yes, casting, dipping, polishing, but I heard a rumor that we might not polish all of them.
Correct. We, as of, in an effort to kind of get a bunch of them together and maybe do more giveaways. I was also gone for a week. That is correct. Thank you,
Yeah,
Crusader.
he's on vacation.
I think he's talking about when I was sick and I was dying.
Yeah, vacation.
Because I was. I was, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Sick.
Thank you for all the subs there, guys.
Hi,
It's 2
Ron.
more.
Hello. Y'all on the air?
Yeah, we are.
Live? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we're live.
Yeah, we're live. You want to say hi? Thank you for the host, Ghosted Wolf.
Hi, Twitchland.
Good old Twitchland.
It's a
The
nice plant you got there, Sadie.
Thank you. He brought it back to life.
Ron
And then
brought
it
that back
started
to life.
dying again. This guy is finicky. He's high maintenance.
wants water.
Well, you're right. I guess that's all he wants is water,
Very
but
thirsty.
he's thirsty
Yeah,
man.
thirsty. So, he's good though.
So the dipping is the pre-part 2 polishing. You wouldn't want to dip it and then not polish it. It kind of just looks gross otherwise. But we talked about as a part of the process of getting more to give away, as well as possibly putting some into production
Right.
to sell on the website at a short, like limited run. We're doing it without the polishing and dipping.
If we
So-
could do it, we would. I'm seeing people, the Calisandra and Samurai Jack, talking about their cats watching, which reminds me, I'm still doing the Pets of Reaper, but I have to get a Reaper email first because apparently I can't have a Gmail that's Reaper and be using it.
Which reminds me, after the show, let me help you get set up with that.
Okay, so I don't know what it's going to be, but I'll let you guys know. But I'm doing something with the pets of Reaper. So, yes, awesome. And I don't check my email that much. I'm really bad about it. We have been going crazy. We're so far behind in paint. Not far behind, but like we've got our work cut out for us. We've got the Bones 5 kit just came out. Bones Set 5 kit. Oh, the Calisandra. I think you did send a picture of Odin to me. I'm not sure if I've opened it yet, but I think you did. We've got the HD to Bones. So the HD colors that we canceled, we brought back some favorites. I don't know when those are going to go live. We have the holiday colors. The platinum. I'm not platinum. I'm giving one of my ideas. The Sophie Champagne. Odin is a cat. Yeah, I figured. I love that you guys have these god names for cats. I've heard an Odin, I've heard of Loki, and I've heard of Thor. Are those all Norse gods?
You know what's funny? You talk about God's names for cats. As I've recently learned,
Jesus Christ is your cat?
no. I'm going a different direction.
Okay, go ahead.
But thank you, Sadie. That my fiance's brother, my would-be brother-in-law, their friend has a cat named Sushi. They named their cat Sushi.
Right.
And it's funny because this cat is particularly terrorizes the whole family. Mm-hmm. Like anyone goes running through the house, they attack him. And it's especially funny with their 3-year-old, who is constantly yelling, "No, Sushi, no." But it's just funny because a cat named Sushi is great. So.
I am in the Creepy Cat Club on Facebook. There's a Facebook group. It's called the Creepy Cat Club. And I don't know that they let people in it that often. It's a little exclusive, okay? But for a while, food names were very in. It's like baby names.
You gonna name your child Sushi? Is that what you're saying?
No, well, I don't have any children. My cat's name is Ophelia. I named her when I was in high school, and it was very dramatic. And then I had Koshka, but Koshka has since moved on to bigger and better things. And then I had this cat. I'm sorry I'm making this show about cats. What time is it? But I had this outside cat, Richard. I called him Richard. He was so precious. He was a tuxedo cat. And he kind of had the Kittler, but it was like a little heart, like a sideways heart on his nose. And oh my God, I loved him so much. But he was not feral, but close to feral. So he never got fully tamed, but he got to where we could be really close together, and I could pick him up for just a second and put him back down. But if he got too excited, he'd give me a little bitty bite. But he also moved on. We hope that he found another home, but I think he got eaten by a coyote because I live in BFE.
Yeah.
So anyway.
On a lighter note, the hashtag free is now open.
I'm sorry. I got to thinking about Richard yesterday, and he's one of the loves of my life. So anyway, hashtag free is open. We're going to quit talking about Richard.
Also, as John announced in chat, the quarterly paint contest started today on Facebook. He just sent me a link, so I'll go ahead and post it.
Somebody said feral, but not really feral. He was a bastard cat. Blue's Clues, I think you're correct. I think there's a difference between feral and just wild. I don't think feral can ever be, I don't know. I don't think it can ever be tamed, but you can be a bastard cat and be tamed. Anyway, so what we're really here to do, other than talk about cats, because we aren't here to talk about cats, is work on the Learn to Paint Kit core skills. We might finish it today. We might not. Doesn't look like we will because we started a little late. I'm sorry for that. That was a little loud. So we are working on Mango Timur. He is a...
Mango or Mangu?
Did I say mango? Mango.
I like mango better.
Mango Timur, or Mango, whatever you want to call him. You can really call anybody anything you want.
Does that apply to everything in life? Or
Sure.
Just, okay.
Why not? So, Justin, if you would, go ahead and give me my little camera. Thank you. This is Mango Timur. If you watched the last time, Painting Platinum 5, I did the back of his shield and the back of his little coat here, and that's all that's black. That's pure black 9037. So now I'm going to be base coating the plate armor with blade steel. That's 9452, bones color. She Dragon says I got the layer up kit for Christmas. We will be working on that next week.
Probably, assuming we finish today.
Assuming we finish today.
Correct. Then we'll be working on it next week.
I can't wait. Ignatius spell scale. Oh, it just said mango. Twisted Oma said, does that mean you'll be painting him a mango color? I can't wait until I can paint, like, kind of free paint. But last week, I experimented a little bit with it, and I used Sophie Champagne instead of silver in places. And though it looked good in some places it really was a good idea to kind of stick with the instructions. Oh, I dropped my cap. Okay, well, whatever. That can just stay open for a little bit. So, here's my guy. He's got a lot of plate armor. He's got some fur padding, some blue cloth. Let's see. All right, he's got a lot of details. I don't know if we're going to finish today unless we just go right for it. So, I have not prepped these bones in any way. These are right out of the box. ideally you would wash them with warm water and soap, dry them off, put a little love on them. But we didn't do that. So I'm just going in with a thick layer of paint, and you can kind of see where it's wanting to bead away. That's because the release agent, but you can still work with it. You can still work around it. Also, last time somebody pointed out that this sword is bent. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that, but I think we'll figure it out. If not, he'll just have a special bent sword. Are samurai swords sometimes bent? Oh yeah, and keeping with my New Year's resolution, I'm going to try and stay in frame for you guys. That's my big resolution. Also painting 3 times a week. Those are my public, other than my like lose weight and whatever else, you know. Like to be more attentive with my family, like to be off my phone a little more when I'm with my family and like really spend some time with them. And I'd like to be more productive at work, of course, always. More organized. Let's see. The Calasandra says I've been working on the first mini in the layer up kit for a while now. That makes me nervous. I had my first kind of episode of feeling a little like not very good at this last week. You know what I mean? Like I know I just started, but you know. Zip zap wrap. I am using sticky tack to put the mini on the wood. Chris Air, the wife's hairdryer, to soften it and let it cool while keeping it straight. That works too. Albevazin, no, I didn't wash them first, but if I were doing it, like to do it for real, I would. Let's see. You only get better by practicing. Thank you, Illyaed. Somebody on the Facebook, okay, so this guy on the Facebook said that he had a painting group and wanted some advice for people to like mail it in, and somebody was like, dear new painter, you suck, but you'll suck less later. And it really helped me feel better, but other people didn't like it very much. So if that person's in here, just know that touched me. That made me feel better. I got it. But I didn't want to say anything because it seemed like it was getting a little controversial. I don't like it. I don't like it when it gets controversial. Oh, I didn't get paper towels.
Oh.
So, think you could,
Yeah, actually, I have some right here. I'm going to toss them here. You can catch them.
Okay. Symbol green should only take 24 hours at the most to loosen the paint enough to encourage it off the brush. Oh, Christ. Okay. Excuse me.
It's okay. It happens.
Anyway.
And I made sure to put that on the main cam in case, you know.
In case
some
anybody
stuff went
missed
down.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, simple green works. I've used, okay, so like I used to do nails, so I've used acetone on the metal figures. You obviously couldn't do that on plastic because acetone eats plastic, but I don't know what denatured alcohol is. Did Bob Ross use denatured alcohol for something? I feel like I heard that on Bob Ross, but I could be completely wrong. I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah, acetone will definitely remove paint, but it also removes the plastic too.
It will. It'll make it real squishy and tacky and weird. I love acetone. I love it. It's among my favorite. Acetone and bleach. Oh, acetone-free nail polish works just fine on bones. Probably means nail polish remover, but yes, that would make sense. Denatured alcohol is extremely volatile and used for cleaning paints and surfaces. Doesn't hurt bones or metal. Oh, Picatum tacituratum. Tis says you can use acetone if you want to make a monstrous pudding. He would beat the devil out of it, Tazalanch. I was gonna beat the devil out of it to summon my Bob Ross people. That's our, like, are you remembering Captain Planet when they would stick their rings together? And I don't know what would happen. Did you watch Captain Planet, Justin?
Yes, I did. Hold on a second. I watch it occasionally on Saturday mornings, but it was never really my my cup of tea. It wasn't. It was a little too
liberal. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We don't get.
No, it was a little too 90s cartoon for me.
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
Old enough. I'm not too. You and I are pretty close in age.
Okay.
But it was just, I don't know. It was kind of like, I used to like the old school Scooby-Doo, right? But
Yep.
I don't really watch cartoons anymore, but I don't really care for much for that either now.
Do you know what I will still watch anytime? Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold has a little bit of just melancholy.
You know, I agree with you there. I could probably watch Arnold.
I think it's on Hulu.
The old football head.
Yeah. And there's romance, and there's sadness, and there's I don't know, a boarding house or whatever the grandparents had. That weird ninja grandma. I don't know. Lord Zypherius says there's no such thing as 290s. I would agree. I am definitely stuck in the 90s. Like, when I get dressed up, my best friend's like, oh, you look so cute in 90s, and I don't even realize it. So
Well, that's partially because the 90s have come back in fashion.
no, that's who I am.
Oh, sure.
I love every bit of it. I was out at a party talking about this. I love every bit of it, every bit of the trash that was the 90s. I love the heroin chic. I love the John Benet Ramsey on every newspaper.
You're also off camera.
Boop. Here we are.
I mean, it's kind of like, I assumed it was more like a broken clock situation where, you know, the 90s came back around and they're better known as the teens now, where everyone's wearing these high-waisted jeans and, like you said, the heroin chic.
It was minimalist.
It was.
Oh, and like Steve Madden shoes and boots, and Calvin Klein was like it. I wore CK1. Hey, get me some CK1 just to smell. Just smelling.
Reaper is my addiction. We actually we tried the X Marks the Spot. That's been on multiple shows.
I'm not smart enough.
It's not about being smart. It's a matter of people they get to talking and painting, and people will just go where they want to go. They don't seem to want to stay. That's actually partially why the green thing's there, is to kind of give her a bigger area.
I'm sorry. Oh, man.
You're still doing a good job, though. It's fine.
Maybe we could chain my hand.
Nope.
Or the miniature.
No, it's okay.
Hi, Connemara Coffee. I think we're doing great. How are you? Venture Brothers is the best for adults. It's not porn. That's great. I've never watched Venture Brothers.
Me either.
Trashorama, I don't think I've watched the Hey Arnold Christmas special, but I think that might be next for me and the honey to watch. We have a really hard time finding stuff to watch together that we both like. So we ended up watching stuff that I like, and it makes me feel bad, you know? I'm threatening to make him watch all the Star Wars, because we recently, as a company, went and watched the Star Wars, and I have not kept up with it. I have not seen a Star Wars movie since episode 1 with the pod racers, and all that, and oh my God, I love it. I loved it. And I don't think everybody else did, and I didn't understand, but I loved it.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Grey Paladin Art.
Thank you, Grey Paladin Art. And all your people, hello. This is Painting Platinum, a beginner painting show. Twisted Oma Anne learned how to keep her hand in one place pretty well. Yeah, it's because Anne's better than me in a lot of ways.
Anne puts a lot of, she really tries really hard in certain areas in a very positive way that I can, as a videographer and technical director, I can really appreciate. The opposite end of that spectrum, of course, is Ed, where he is an actual tornado of creativity and crazy. Where if I boxed him in, he would knock those boxes audibly off the table, trying to get to what he needed. But it's fine because there's a place
There's
for
a
both
time
of
and a
those
place
people.
for everyone.
Absolutely.
The latest Star Wars trilogy is an attack on Star Wars. Beef in the hole. I'm really sorry you feel that way. I
kind of agree with him.
I could have used a little more romance.
I completely agree with Beef in the Hole. But I will say this, that is an opinion. There are plenty of people that love them, I think. I want to say there is. I personally haven't even seen this last one in theaters, and I don't even know that I'm going to.
I know. I
may not
spoiled
even
it
see
for you, and then on the last stream you were talking about watching it on Disney Plus, and I felt very guilty.
No, it's okay. I mean, even if I do go to see, I don't even know that I'll even end up watching it there. It's kind of sad. This, outside of the movies that came out in the 70s, will be the only Star Wars movie I have not seen in theaters when it came out. I completely agree, Taz Lanch. The Mandalorian had a better story in 8 30-minute episodes than the entire trilogy.
I've heard people talk about it, The Mandalorian, I mean. I'll watch that. There was also an animated Star Wars, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was the... it's not the Clone Wars. It is the Clone Wars. Something like that.
I remember seeing some... If I remember correctly, I really liked the art, and I was excited for it. Beef in the Hole hopes everybody dies in The Rise of Skywalker. I wish I could talk about it. But, of course, shouldn't. Who was that actor? I'm sorry, I can't stay on track. But there was an actor that went on an award show and ruined The Sixth Sense for me when I was a kid, and it was like way longer. You know what I mean?
Like
it
a
was,
spoiler?
yeah, it was a spoiler, and the statute of limitations was definitely up, but I still would have liked to have seen that movie and like not heard that. And like, same thing, I watched Sling Blade for the first time when I was like 24, and my uncle like walked in and told me how it ended. And I was so mad.
Yeah. I think I probably saw that one when I was about 24 as well, actually. But I don't remember it that well.
It's a good movie. Billy Bob Thornton. Dwight Yoakam.
Is that true? That
That Dwight Yoakam is...
No, sorry.
Yeah.
Trash Rama said that Grand Moff Tarkin was a miniature painter. I don't know if that's... I can't...
Who?
Grand Moff Tarkin. This is how much I don't like the new trilogy.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
I don't know who Grand Moff Tarkin is. Which one that was. I have no idea.
heard that. I heard that name in a teen movie. Danny M6602. I'm gonna pop out. I think that means you're gonna leave, and goodbye. Thank you for being here with us. Let's see. Asmodeus Soulpire accidentally ruined that for everyone opening night. Sixth Sense. I was in a foul mood and got dragged to the movie by a friend who was trying to cheer me up. Jokingly predicted the twist very early on. Let's see. Oh, he's in charge of the Death Star. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
The more you know. Yeah, we're still trying to score our big celebrity miniature painter type cameo for the show.
Is there one?
Oh. I'm not gonna. We have reached out to a couple of people.
I think I know who one of them is.
One of them was Vin Diesel, actually.
Excuse me?
We did.
He paints minis? How does he have time to paint minis?
He's really into D&D.
Okay.
Not a far cry from painting minis as I've found. There's a lot of crossover there. We reached out. That hasn't gone anywhere as of currently. Doesn't mean it won't at some point.
Does Seth Green paint miniatures?
Seth Green. Is that the red-haired?
He's the one that did Robot Chicken. And yes, the red-haired one.
No idea.
Oh yeah. Let's reach out to him.
Seth Green.
Let's reach out to him. I'll have to stay away from him because I decided I was going to marry him when I was like 10 years old. And yeah. We won't tell him that though. He's married. I was like, he's 16 years older than me, so if I can just meet him when I'm 25, he'll be like 40. Seth Green is Oz on Buffy. Yes, he is. And then he left because he had to do, man, I'm going to spoil Buffy, but he eventually left the show because he had to do, I think it was another Austin Powers movie, and Willow became a lesbian, which is cool, I guess, but I was really mad for a long time. Dr. Evil's son, yes. Connemara Coffee, I don't know if it's a Citadel miniature holder for the Reaper minis, but Anne has this neat little thing that she keeps her finger on. It's got like a bar here. She keeps her finger on it. That's something.
Oh.
The Kid and Drive, you don't mean what's his name, do you?
Thank you, UK6.
What is his name? The one everybody loves so much that was in the Notebook? Ryan Gosling? Oh yeah, he was Chris on Family Guy too for Overnight. That's true. Hit him up. I think that I might be able to manifest this.
Okay, sure. Why not? We'll do that. I mean, it doesn't hurt. UK6 said, I finally finished painting the Obsidian Crypt that I won a few frees ago. Looking forward to painting at least 6% of Bones 5.
6%.
And thank you for the resub.
Thank you for the resub. I have not gone into the Pledge Manager. This is the first Kickstarter I've ever backed. I've never used the Pledge Manager before. I haven't done it yet. I've heard people talk about it. I don't even know that one can do it yet, but I feel like you can. I feel like I've heard people talk about doing it. I'm going to have to end up doing it. I hope I have a long time. I feel like I have until fulfillment-ish, right?
Sure. Why not? Yeah.
You know, there's one angle that's like missing, but I bet this is leather. Let's see. Leather straps, scabbard, gauntlets are leather brown. Well, I guess if it's not in the picture, it can be whatever I want. Okay. What have we got here?
Oh, hopefully you like them, JT. JT or JJ?
My first
JJT.
Blush pink and light blue. I love that. Super Sarah, there would be nothing wrong with wanting to marry Tom Green, but I'm more of an Andy Dick woman myself. They were around the same time, I think. I'm so in love with Andy Dick. Literally, the reason I didn't like Joe Rogan that much is because he made fun of Andy Dick.
That's it?
Yeah, he was mean to Andy Dick.
Yeah, but Andy Dick's kind of like low-hanging fruit, right?
So?
I'm just saying.
He had a rough childhood. Leave him alone.
I didn't say he didn't. I'm just saying.
You know what I mean? Like, leave him alone. Don't be mean to people.
I imagine Joe Rogan is one of many, is kind of my point.
Well, that doesn't mean he has to stoop to their level.
You're right.
But no, it wasn't Tom Green. But you know who did marry Tom Green? Drew Barrymore. You remember that? It was short-lived, but
yes. You know, I've never really cared for Drew Barrymore. Never.
Really?
There are people I know that find her very they find her interesting, they find her very attractive, and to me she's kind of she's very bland.
Men your age have standards that are just way too high. You've got way too much internet.
Way too much internet.
Yeah.
No such thing as way too much
She's a
internet.
beautiful woman.
I didn't say she wasn't. She's just bland to me. Objectively, yes, I think she's beautiful.
All women are beautiful.
Just not so much to me.
You know who my honeyest woman is?
Actually, you know what? Not to interrupt you, completely agree, Glenn. I watched like 3 episodes of that within the last like month or two, and I do agree that she definitely kind of redeemed herself to me in that show.
Santa Maria Diet?
No, it's the Santa. I thought it was Santa Clarita.
Claria?
Something like that. Point is, she basically plays a zombie, and she does actually a really good job.
Cameron Diaz is my honey's honey. And I don't think she's that attractive, but man, people loved her in The Mask. And
Oh man, in the mask
she was something.
Oh, actually, Cameron Diaz, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I like me some Cameron Diaz. What about you? Do you like Drew Barrymore?
Yeah, she's alright.
See? She's alright is probably the most common response to Drew Barrymore there is.
She's funny, I like her. Did Jacob Jansen on? He's
I haven't.
Let's see. Hey, Jacob, you in chat? I mean, I can look it up right here, but I don't think he's in chat, no.
Alright. Well, if he needs to check his email.
Oh, okay. I'll tell him that if he pops in.
If he pops in, tell him to check his email.
Jacob Jansen, check your email. Jacob Jansen, check your
You
email.
have a surprise in your email.
You have a surprise.
Okay. If he pops on, we'll let him know.
Ignatius spell scale, that's right, way too much internet, and I'm on it. This internet, I know I'm on the internet right now, but this internet, I've had it up to here with this internet. I'm telling you. In some ways it's really good, but in some ways it's tearing us apart.
I like the...
I mean, it's bringing us together, but it's tearing us apart. Go on, sorry.
I play too many online video games to not want the internet at this point. I don't even use the internet for, like, the means that I feel like are really, like, kind of like what you're talking about that are tearing people apart.
I'm on Reddit, and I have found myself listening to stories and being like, that's not true, that's not real. And that is a Reddit thing. It is, yeah. Reddit people are very skeptical.
Oh, just generally speaking?
Yeah, like the whole group, not like if you just get on it for one little thing, but like the Reddit is kind of skeptical in the same way that like the Facebook is minion memes and moms. Forever Night, no, I love Lindsay Lohan. My favorite Lindsay Lohan is
Wait,
when
like 90s Lindsay
any of them today. I'd take her in today.
Oh,
I'd take her in and raise her.
okay. That goes along and live with what you said before the show when you talked about using the restroom with no shoes on. 100%. It makes complete sense that you would take Lindsay Lohan in today.
I said something about how Britney Spears went to the restroom at a gas station with no shoes on, and how it's okay because she's from Louisiana and she's just a down home country girl. She can be a train wreck, Scott Beale, and still be worth having.
Oh, every person's worth having. Everyone has their worth. Let's do a PSA here.
Yes.
Everyone is amazing in their own way.
There's a lid for every pot.
There is. Every pot has a lid.
I heard
No
that
one
from
is lidless.
comedian Dana Gould says that.
Who is that?
He was a writer on The Simpsons. I am going to start using Illyaed. I think it was Illyaed. Somebody said... No. Bishop Odo said the round brush. I have a 0 round brush. I'm going to start using it. Red hair and freckles. Yep. Forever Night. Yep.
Yes. You're unique and you are a unique and special snowflake, just like everyone else.
Charksan the Barbarian says Lindsay Lohan will be living in the warehouse instead of another kitty. Reach out to her too. I mean, while we're at it. Do you have a list?
You know what? I'll just make a list over here, Sadie. It's fine. We got Seth Green. We got Lindsay Lohan. These will be some interesting emails.
I would rather have Seth Green than Lindsay Lohan if it comes down to they both want to come. I'm gonna have to choose Seth Green, but
choose Seth Green. Okay. Like if we get them both on the rider and they for whatever reason they conflict with one another, like, oh, I won't occupy the same room as Seth Green.
I don't think so. They both seem really nice.
Sure.
Do you know what I really liked about her though is that after her and it was Sam Ronson, she had this girlfriend for a while and they broke up, and TMZ I think was like following her around and they're like, what do you think of Sam Ronson? Blah 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 blah, and she was like, I love her very much. And I just thought that was so genuine. I know it's probably a crazy people thing, but it was just so genuine and sweet that she was like, yeah, we broke up and I love her very much. It touched me. Okay. Why are you on me? Am I not painting enough?
Well, no, I figured if you're going to talk with your hands, I might as well just...
Was I talking with my hands?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it. So, a little story is I went to school for cosmetology and then to be a cosmetology school instructor, and I didn't feel confident enough to be instructing anybody, so I would hide. So we had these little stations, and I would stand in between them, but the students could find me because I was talking with my hands. So even though I was between stations that were mirrored, and like It's like I wasn't there. They'd see my little hands talking. They'd come get me. I do talk with my hands, and I didn't realize it until they told me that. They also found my hiding place out back. I had a hiding place out back where I'd sit and avoid teaching.
Every time you say hiding place, I think of like, you ever seen Employee of the Month?
Mm-mm.
No? With Jessica
Was it?
Alba?
Yeah, wasn't Jessica Simpson in that?
No, Alba, not Simpson.
Oh.
Wait, yes,
I
Alba.
think Jessica. Okay.
No, I think it was Alba. Anyway,
Thank
she.
you.
What you
Are
got
you
there?
sure? I thought that was Dane Cook and Jessica Simpson.
I think it was Dane Cook and Jessica Alba.
Mm.
You want to put some money on this?
Chat to found out.
Yeah, you know what? Chat, how about you tell us? Is it Alba or Simpson? Pretty sure it's Alba.
I'm pretty sure it's Simpson.
Great. So anyway, in this movie, they have like this this forklift area where they remove this pallet, and it's this like back whatever it is, this like
Back room.
It's not a back room. It's like
Storeroom.
it's like a platform where they're playing poker, and it's kind of cool.
I don't know how sensitive this microphone is, but I drank a lot of coffee and I didn't eat anything and my stomach's growling. I'm really sorry. Chris Air says I must have some Italian in me, Sadie, because they talk with their hands. I did a test and I'm like 74% English, like 15% Irish, and 1% Jew. I really cling on to that 1% Jew. I was pretty proud of that. There's no Italian in there. I wish I could be a little more exotic. I knew I'd be like really, really English because I can just tell by the way my face is built. But yeah, no Italian.
Oh, by the way, and I get this is probably a reasonable mistake here. It was Jessica Simpson.
Okay. So you were wrong.
I was wrong.
Okay.
I was mixing it up with the movie that is very much the same movie in very many ways with Good Luck Chuck.
Oh, yeah.
Also Dane Cook, Jessica Alba.
Scott Beal says it sounds like I'm purring. That's what my honey used to say when I'd snore. Now it's not as cute. Let's see. Scott Beal says it's good to be proud of where you came from. That's true, I guess. That is true. Howdy, amazing Otto. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of a thing, though. I mean, I guess I'm proud of where I am. I'm proud of being from Texas. I'll say that. I don't know that I'm proud of my heritage, but I'm proud of being from Texas. And the whole Jewish thing, I mean, they are God's chosen people if you subscribe to that. So it's good to be chosen. That's all I got to say about that. Don't make that face at me, though, by the way.
What face?
Am I not allowed to say that?
I'm not making faces.
Okay. But yeah. So. But I was pretty sure I was Irish because I had some gingers on both sides, and I think is that where that comes from exclusively? I'm not sure.
I agree with you forever night.
Oh yeah, we are all proud of being Texans.
Listen, Texas is the best country in the union.
That's right.
We are.
I mean, I'm not that much, but I'm not that person. But when I watch The Alamo, I bawl. There's this quote. I'm going to have you pull it up. There's this quote about, I do believe Texas is the garden spot of the world. And every time I hear it, I cry because it just is. It just is.
What, the Alamo?
No, Texas is the garden spot of the world, and it wasn't Crockett. Justin, you got Google right there, please. Garden spot of the world.
Just garden spot of the world. Okay,
In the quotations in the Google, and I think it'll come up.
The quotations in the Google.
Yeah, you know how they taught in BCIS that if you want it specific, you put the quotations around it. Silverthorne, you're not wrong about our garden spot having some issues. We got some weeds, but It's just... Corsair says, when a redhead gets mad, is that a ginger snap? It can be.
It looks like it was Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett. Could you read the whole quote for me, please? I know that's not what this show's about, but it is my show.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because it's not here.
Justin, please.
Listen, that's going to take some further Google digging. Because all I did was find the affirmation that it was indeed Davy Crockett, but it doesn't actually give the quote.
I want to do it like a monologue at the end of the show. Maybe I'll do that another
Wait,
day.
you just want the monologue?
Yeah, I would like you to read the whole quote about what he said about Texas.
Oh, look, see, Forever Night put 3 asterisks in the chat and said, there you go.
Oh. Valander the Red, it's a Davy Crockett quote about Texas being the garden spot of the world. Blue's Clues thinks I only get 1 Google pull a stream, and I've used my 1. I don't know that that's true. I don't think that was in the email when I got a show. I remember being in the email, and I'll have to look at it. Collins and I discussed this, but I remember it being whatever I want. That I get to do whatever I want.
Did anyone ever actually tell you that?
It was in the email.
The email?
Yeah.
Was this just between you and him?
No. It was a group email, and it said, at Sadie's direction, or whatever Sadie wants, Sadie gets, is what I read. And except I can't read tarot cards because Ron said, that's a little out there, Sadie.
He's not wrong.
It was a very nice way to put it.
He's not wrong.
Scott Beal, I'll be at ReaperCon. I am very shy. I'm very shy, so I'm always scared to go to ReaperCon because what do you do there except talk to artists? And I don't feel like they want to talk to me. So, but I'll go. I'll go this year.
Look at that, Calasandra. Thank you so much. They put your quote in chat there.
Oh, the Calasandra, you're my best friend. I must say, as to what I have seen of Texas, it is the garden spot of the world. The best land and best prospects for health I ever saw is here, and I do believe it is a fortune to any man to come here. There is a world of country to settle. I am rejoiced at my fate. My God.
There you go.
I mean, is he wrong? Is he wrong?
Greatest country in the union.
Greatest country in the... Thank you, Collins. See?
Oh. Forever Night, that is true. I'm not shy once I get talking, but I'm shy at first. I guess that's everybody, because I see memes about that on the internet, about like, I'm really shy, but once I get talking, I'm this and that, whatever. Scott Beal, I'm looking forward to meeting you and your wife. D. Clearman says it's a letter Davy wrote to his son and daughter upon arriving in Texas. Oh, that just gave me chills. Can you imagine coming to Texas, like, for the first time?
I was born here, so I don't need to. Just saying.
I like to look out, like, you know what I'm talking about on 35, looking west? There's this really high point. Is it a mesa? I don't know, but it's the highest point in Denton County. And I like to look at it and say that, like, could you imagine just looking on that with no roads or anything? I don't know. Just rolling hills.
Speaking of rolling hills, although less of that, really. When we took this road trip to Santa Fe, we drove up through Amarillo. Mm-hmm. And it is just, there's just nothing out there, by the way. From here to Amarillo, I mean, no offense if you live between here and Amarillo, but there's nothing. It's just flat, like
beautiful desert.
We saw,
or is it not desert? Is it plains?
We actually counted the tumbleweeds. We saw like 3 or 4 tumbleweeds. A lot of wind turbines out there, a lot of them. And at nighttime, if you didn't know this, They blink with a giant synchronized red light, all of them simultaneously. Hint synchronized.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of weird when you're just looking out on the dark horizon and you see these, just this horizon full of these red blinky lights that are just synced up. It's kind of wacky because you don't know what they are until you see them in daylight.
Beechnut says, having visited Denton now, Reaper Miniatures is the high point of Denton County.
Yes,
Okay, but
I'll go with that. Yeah.
J&J's Pizza, though? Okay. Have you ever been to J&J's Pizza?
Nope.
It's not better than Reaper, don't get me wrong, but it has a basement, and you used to be able to go to shows there. And I was just telling Dave this. They had a Playboy pinball machine with a picture of the Virgin Mary above it in a unfinished basement. I think it's called unfinished when there's stone walls or whatever. It's just my favorite place.
Wow.
One of my favorite places.
Being-
And also, what is that place called that's above Andy's? Oh. No, I'm not going to think of it. Somebody help me. Coco Rohan, J&J's is so good. And I haven't eaten J&J's for years. I think they closed it. And then I think it's open again. Oh my gosh. And you know what else is open? Denton people, I'm sorry. I don't mean to exclude everybody. Rubber Gloves. Rubber Gloves is open. And I've heard Black Flag? Is it Black Flag? Who's the one that Henry Rollins is in? Google me, please.
Boy. What am I Googling now?
Henry Rollins. There's a punk band that's gonna play at Rubber Gloves, and I just feel like it's, I'm a teenager or a child all over again. Black Flag. Black Flag. Yep, I was right. Black Flag. You don't need to Google.
Yeah, there it is.
Though I really do love him.
Although the Black Flag stopped being a group in 1986.
Well, it's gonna start being a group when they come back to Rubber Gloves. Have you ever been to Rubber Gloves?
Listen, I'm not a Dentonite, so no.
Oh, you were too busy playing football and being cool.
Correct. Cool, maybe not cool, but I was too busy playing football, yes. And as of currently, I live in Fort Worth, so I don't.
You not live in Fort Worth.
I do live in Fort Worth.
Is Fort Worth your address?
It
Do you live
literally
downtown?
is. I can show you my driver's license. It even says Fort Worth. I live closer to actually, and it's not something to brag about, but this is something that was in the news recently. But the shooting that occurred this last weekend.
No, I don't. I don't keep up with all the shootings.
Well, this one did obviously make national news, but it was about 3 minutes from my house, about 5 miles away. It was real close, or maybe less than 5 miles. It was down the road.
Oh, I forgot to say, I don't want to step on that, but just so you guys know, Henry Rollins won't be there. I didn't mean to imply that he would. It's Black Flag without Henry Rollins, but Val Under the Red.
Is it still Black Flag then if he's not in it?
Justin, I'm telling you what I know.
But isn't he kind of?
I don't have a Poke Tool right now. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm really hyper.
Wait, where did we have a Poke Tool up there?
I don't know where it is, so I'm
It's
going to
right
use.
there under the plant.
I want to show them how to do it without the Poke Tool since we're not going to talk about them for a while.
For posterity's sake, it's on the left right there.
So I'm just using a pen, just like the Poke Tool. Kristen Dawn says Beth Marie's ice cream so good. I met a girl who knew the guy that owned Beth Marie's, and they're not together anymore, but supposedly he named it after his wife. That there is a Beth Marie.
That makes. I mean, it's
And
the
that
South.
made me
There's
very
got to be
happy.
one somewhere.
No, but that Beth Marie's was named after the Beth Marie. Asmodeus Soulpire, I'm so glad you enjoy these conversations because I always expect to get off here and people to be like, okay, we're just going to have to talk because this isn't entertainment. It's bad pod. It's not even pod. Val Under the Red, yes, but Rush existed before Neil Peart, but without him, it won't be Rush. I don't know. I like that, I can't even think of his name.
What?
His name, the Rush guy. You Google the members of Rush. There was one that was on Trailer Park Boys. That was, gosh.
Okay, Geddy Lee.
Geddy Lee. Geddy Lee is Rush to me.
Yeah.
And who's the guitarist?
Who was the guitarist?
Yes.
Let me find out and see. Because you think I would know. I kind of like Rush, but I really do.
Ricky on Trailer Park Boys kidnapped him.
Is it Alex Lifeson?
Yeah, Life Song. And told him to play that Diane Sawyer song. It was about the funniest. It's like, why don't you play that Diane Sawyer song? It was about the funniest Trailer Park Boys moment ever. I don't know if y'all are into Trailer Park Boys, but I sure am. What time are we at?
We're at 4 o'clock.
Okay, so we're going a little longer.
Yeah, I'll give you 10 more minutes since we kind of started late. Do you think you can finish that many in 10 minutes?
Is that what speed painting is?
No.
What's speed painting?
Finishing that mini in 10 minutes from beginning to end.
Oh.
Michael Collins, everyone.
You're a Michael Collins.
That's a Tom Collins, and no. Also, yes, get your hashtag free in.
Hashtag free.
We've had 13 subs today so far. Every 5 subs is a... do you want to show them the bag again real quick?
I would love to show them the bag again. Let me, hold on though. Give me a minute to do that because I just got paint on my brush and I don't want to wash it out and waste it.
I understand.
I make this paint with a lot of love. So if I waste it, what does that mean about my love?
You waste your love.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
it
just
sounds
getting dumped down the drain.
So we're at 13 subs. We're 2 subs. Oh, there's a 4th right there. We're at 14 subs. 1 more away from 3 total baggies given away. Let's see here. And every 5 subs, like we just said. Oh, and thank you, Chris Air. Perfect.
Thank you. We love you, Chris Air.
And resubs count, which is what Chris Air just did. They extended their sub. Resubs do count for the subtotal amount. And we're at 15 total, which means we're giving away 3. And it's yes, it's legal spoons. It's a Christmas baggie. Thank you, Nightheart. Look at that. There's a 4th baggie right there.
Yay!
We're now at 20.
Yeah, nobody at Reaper does anything illegal that I know of. We like to keep it real clean. Thank you, Nightheart Gaming. We like to have good, clean fun.
Clean fun.
Like going all together to Star Wars, which made me feel like family. I loved it so much. I'm going to show the bag. I'm talking about family right now.
Family's great.
Excuse me. I don't like when you make me get like this.
Oh,
Okay.
you mean, never mind. Never mind.
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
Christmas sampler, Reaper. It's got holly berry, Christmas wreath, Christmas ornament. I believe they're different every year. Are they different every year? And candy. We are not giving out the ones that Ed ate the candy out of. Goodie bags are wonderful, and they include candy. Even I liked the Star Wars. It made me feel good.
The Star Wars.
What do you call it?
Everything is
Star Wars.
the something. She has been watching way too much Mad Men.
They don't say the anything.
I know, but it puts you in that time period.
Well, you know what puts me in that time period?
What's that?
Hanging out with people who were born in the 30s.
You know what? You're not wrong.
I know where it came from, and I know why it is. And it's okay. I can call it the anything I want. The Denton, the Reaper, the Mangu Timur, which we'll go back to. Little camera, please.
Okay. And we are at, let's see here, 21.
Let's see. Corsair. Evil suggestion for Justin. I saw some guys today put blocks under the axle of a Camaro so the tires were just off the ground and freak the driver out. Not making any suggestions. Just an observation.
I feel like Dave
Would
would
kill you.
not see the humor in that.
Yeah.
He might much later down the road, but in the moment, he would just he might go ballistic.
Blues Clues, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to talk. I don't want us to specifically talk Star Wars. I just wanted to let you know the feeling that I got from it. And it felt something like I would imagine a delightful hypomanic episode would be. I was so excited. I was like a kid in a candy store. Anyway, not to make light of a hypomanic episode, but I was like, is this what a manic episode feels like? I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Where'd Justin go? Yes, hashtag where'd Justin go would become popular.
Oh, you might be the one to get away from it. Oh, Spoons 202 said, so I heard that when you're painting a metallic color, you should put a dark color like black underneath it. I've also heard that.
Yeah, I believe Anne. I think Anne said that not that long ago, actually.
Yeah.
So she definitely pushes that as well.
Okay, Blue's Clues, you're right about that. You
I
are right about
I
that.
do agree. We like to keep this a spoiler-free stream of
I
all
understand
types
that.
of movies.
I like to talk feelings, guys.
So back to Star Wars.
No, we're not back to Star Wars.
I was being funny. That's a joke.
Okay,
Because, feelings.
because you don't want to talk about feelings because you're a man. And
That's not how that works.
Whatever it's called,
I don't think-
generalization. We don't like generalizations here.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to clear myself of generalizations. Bambi's mother dies. Too soon.
Too soon.
I wasn't big into Bambi. My mom said I had to watch The Little Mermaid and Lady and the Tramp over and over again, except that I called Pidge bitch.
What?
There's a character named Pidge. My mom said I called her bitch. I want to
Oh.
watch bitch.
Oh, great. Great.
What was your favorite Disney movie, Justin? And chat.
Unpopular opinion. They don't move my needle at all at this point.
Well, they shouldn't move your needle. Well, I don't know.
Also, that's not a sexual innuendo either. Literally like watching. I have no favoritism over any of the Disney movies at this point. When I was younger, it was Little Mermaid, but at this point, all of them mean the exact same
You
to
liked
me.
The Little Mermaid?
That was my favorite, probably. It's the one I watched the most of.
The Lion King gave me a little anxiety.
Yeah, Lion King was even as a kid thought provoking.
Do y'all remember the Sega Disney games? I've probably already talked about this because this is one of my favorite things in the whole world. But the Sega Disney games, The Lion King was my favorite. There was also Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast. And the only person I knew that could like get really far on Beauty and the Beast, I tripped over the Sega one time, and he's my cousin. He's a really nice person, and he was so mad at me, he cried. Like instead of just beating on me,
Just cried.
he just cried. Bedknobs and Broomsticks, a witch movie, correct?
Yeah, it's been so long since I saw that movie that I don't remember it that well. But I remember the name.
I liked Ferngully. I liked Ferngully a lot. Let's see, Aladdin, hands down.
Wait, was Ferngully
It wasn't Disney, but
was
I
about to say,
wasn't
that
gonna
wasn't
say
Disney.
it.
Yeah.
Our people are never wrong. The people in my chat are never
Hey,
wrong.
you're off camera, by the way.
Thank you. Let's see. Doing some blue. We're not going to finish this today, but we're going to keep going.
That just means that if and when we finish next week, that will mean that we will be starting the next kit.
Learn
It
to
m-
paint kit 2.
It may
Layer
be
up.
Yes, it may be in the middle of the episode, or it may not. We'll see.
God, I hope it's toward the beginning because I'm too slow at this and I'm sorry.
It's not a problem.
Black Cauldron. Ooh, The Sword and the Stone, I think, is when I first wanted to be a witch. Is that a Disney movie? I think it is.
Is what?
The Sword and the Stone?
Yes, it is. The animated movie, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so. Because it's the sword of King Arthur, essentially, right?
Mm-hmm. Was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Disney?
Yes.
Ooh, Robin Hood. I like Robin Hood because it's got Roger Miller is in Robin Hood.
I like
he's
I like
the chicken.
I like Robin Hood Men in Tights. And all of Mel Brooks's hilarity.
Did you watch that when you were... Is that an appropriate... It doesn't matter.
Listen, you said Robin Hood reminded me of Mel Brooks' Robin Hood Men in Tights. Is
Okay,
it an
you're
appropriate movie? No, not at all.
Okay, I didn't know.
Not even a little bit. Not for kids.
There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with men in tights.
Okay, that's not what I... Okay, yes. Robin Hood Men in Tights, yes. You're just talking about Men in Tights.
Winnie the Pooh, Maladrock. I love Winnie the Pooh. I love him. Tigger. I like Tigger.
See, I could never watch Fantasia as a kid because it was so... I always found it incredibly boring. Like, it was awful.
No, it's so good. That holds up. Silverthorn said Mulan and then Moana. I haven't seen Moana, but they're making a live action Mulan. Oh my gosh, I'm
Yes, it's-
so excited
It's
for
right
it.
around the corner to be coming out. I
Oh
think.
my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Also, yes, Young Frankenstein, since that did come up. Also Mel Brooks, also hilarious. So,
I teared up in the trailer for Mulan. I cannot wait. I was a big fan of the Jungle Book. We had a version of it on LP, said Stefan Ballou.
oh yeah, Spaceballs.
Spaceballs is good.
I realize now that, let's be honest, okay? Do you think all of Mel Brooks' movies would or even be as popular if they were made today? Every last one of them?
I don't like this argument or conversation because then it leads people to get back and forth over whether people are offended or should be
No,
offended.
I don't even...
Okay,
No,
all right.
not the offense. I mean, just the humor in general. Because a lot of it is slapstick, right? So a lot of it is pertains to the decade by which it was really popular.
When, 80s, 70s?
Yeah, kind of. But I just don't... I'm not even talking about the offense of the type
Okay,
of humor.
good.
I
All right.
mean, just the humor and most of the humor in and of itself. Would it be as considered as funny today?
I think so. Look at the 90s. Okay, so like, I was talking to somebody about Billy Madison in these Adam Sandler movies, and I'm like, they're not that funny. But they're funny, but they're just not that funny. But they still make them. But yeah, I don't know.
And actually, you know what? Spaceballs, I think I can agree with Spaceballs has enough like fart humor in it that it would still be funny today. It's kind of like what The Hangover was in 2009 when that was kind of over the top, you know?
Spoons 202 wishes streams were a bit earlier or later, literally driving home. And we'll be doing an earlier stream. And I'm thinking about doing my own stream at home, like a late night one. So I don't know. That's off in the future, but I would like to.
Oh, that's good.
So that'd be something for everybody. I mean, things come when they should come, and they go when they should go. I mean, like, there's some... I was thinking of Clockwork Orange.
Oh, geez. I watched that when I was like 19 or 20. You know about the one with of course, I can't think of
Where
the
they
guy's
speak,
name.
like, part Russian,
Oh.
and there's a milk bar,
Well, I'm thinking
and they
of-
hold his eyeballs open and make him watch scary stuff to classical music.
Yes. What is
Yeah.
Malcolm something. Malcolm.
I don't know his name.
Malcolm. I can't remember the guy's name. But anyway, yes, the main character.
People got offended when I was in college at my acting professor showing that because it showed violence.
Malcolm
toward
McDowell. That's what it is. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
I can always count on chat. Thank you.
Pootie Tang.
Oh,
Target
Pootie-
number 4.
Hey,
Undercover brother, Dave Chappelle.
So-
Dave Chappelle's still doing it.
He is, and actually, his most recent stand-up on Netflix. It was very serious. Actually, it was. There was
He's
a-
mad at us.
He was very serious. For
He's
a lot
mad
of-
at us, is
but
what it is.
But it was still very funny.
It was funny. I liked it.
But Pootie Tang, that is, I remember watching. So my grandfather, my now late grandfather, rest his
Rest in
soul.
peace.
Rest his soul. Yes, rest in peace. He had this back. And remember, this was we were watching DirecTV, and this was when I was probably about 11 or 12, or whenever Pootie Tang first came out. It was on TV, and I remember him coming to it, and then we actually ended up watching the whole thing. And he was laughing, and I never understood why it was so funny. As a kid, I didn't get it. I was like, I don't understand what he's saying. I don't understand why he's slapping people with his belt. There's a lot of adult humor in it that I
Right.
just didn't get.
I like that in a movie when there's now I don't know that there's anything for little people in Pootie Tang, but I like it when there's kind of over your head jokes in movies for the little people. And by that I mean children. I shouldn't say little people.
Yeah, you mean
Children.
Like children, yes.
They are little people.
They are. They correct. That does apply.
You know what my grandpa really likes that I don't get why he likes it so much is Step Brothers.
He likes Step Brothers?
He loves Step Brothers.
I actually watched that 2 weeks ago at 2 or 3 in the morning, incredibly drunk, with my fiance and actually Paul, who works here, and Paul's date at the time. We were all sitting on my couch at 2 or 3 in the morning, drunk, eating. Get this, you'll like this. Eating Denny's that we just had Uber Eats in.
What?
We didn't even go. Well, because we got an Uber home because we were drunk. We
Yeah.
didn't drive responsibility. Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah.
So we were sitting there on the couch eating this Denny's. It wasn't that good. Watching Step Brothers.
How can you be drunk and Denny's not be good?
I think it was just not that good. Yeah.
Watchword Rook is correct. Animaniacs was great for children and adults with that over-the-head comedy. And Crispy's Live, Crispy's Live says, I've been struggling to catch streams, so I'm excited I get to watch a bit of this one. And I'm so excited to have you here. And especially because you haven't been watching other streams, because it makes me feel like you love me a little bit more.
Who said this?
And I'm pretty, Crispy's, I'm pretty competitive, even with the people that I love. I love everybody here. Pinky the Brain, Taz Lanch, absolutely. Pinky the Brain, that's where it's at. Where it's at. All right. So let's look at this guy. We've gotten a lot of, man, he's got a lot of metal. Got the blue stuff done. I haven't done any of the gold color. Haven't done any of the fur on his little back here. He's got these little beads of metallic. I haven't done that. Then I'll have to clean it up. I would imagine I'm doing some washing. I don't, let's see, what time is it? Can we do a little yellow?
That's fine.
Let's have 13 minutes to do the yellow.
I'll give you a few more minutes.
Right.
Why not?
All right. Arcane Void, this mini is pretty metal. Buttons and buttonholes. Thank you, Sibstorm. That's exactly what they are. I'm more of a Waffle House gal. I'm sure you remember you lived in Roanoke, right? That Roanoke Waffle House.
So I'm familiar with it, and this is going to be awful. I don't think I've ever eaten at a Waffle House ever in my life, ever.
That's what you do.
And I feel like I should have experienced it at least once, but to my adult, I know in my adult life I have not, because I don't remember it. But
yeah, I dated a drunk that loved to be driven to Waffle House at the end of the night.
oh yeah,
And I liked it. I wasn't mad at it. I got the raisin toast and eggs.
oh man, I absolutely loved the movie Galaxy Quest when that came out. In fact,
I don't remember which one that was.
that's probably Galaxy Quest probably goes into my top 10 of all time, I think, if I had to guess. It is so good. It's got Tim Allen in it.
Oh!
It's got Sam Rockwell.
Professor Snape?
Yes, it has, yes.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman. It's got, what is that actress's name? Really well known.
Sigourney Weaver?
Sigourney Weaver, but there's another one, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of Sigourney Weaver. Anyway, but yes, it was so good. It was so good.
This guy is like, I don't know if these are daggers. I'm not sure if these are all daggers or if it's just part of his armor. But if these are all daggers, he's like ready to go. Like, do not mess with this guy. Don't do it. He's got a lot of weapons. And even if you take one of them, he's got more.
By Grabthar's hammer, what a savings. Oh, that's great.
Snape killed Dumbledore. Blue's Clues. Oh, I'd like to get into something that I shouldn't get into, especially with Blue's Clues. But Snape was a good guy, and he was in love with Harry Potter's mom.
Yeah,
He did everything for her.
he did. Correct. With that being said,
I'll keep painting.
he was great. You should keep painting. Yeah, he was great in Galaxy Quest.
It was important that I'm sorry, I hope I'm not ruining this for anybody, but it was important that Snape killed Dumbledore so that Draco wouldn't, so that Snape would be the true master of the Elder Wand. Yeah, he was a jerk, Crispy's live, but you know. Oh, Asmodeus Soulfire, he was kind of a nice guy. Reddit/nice guy of the time. Like, he thought that Lily Potter was, like, owed to him, I think. But, if that's what you're talking about. But, no, Snape was a creepy stalker who was obsessed with another man's wife. Most certainly raped and murdered people before he was overheard the prophecy. Rape?
I think that's kind of a...
Was it implied?
That's kind of my point. Is I think it was kind of that's a strong assumption. I don't know that.
Did
That's,
he?
Yeah, I don't know that that's accurate.
Did-
but
JK is creating a new Potter series involving his son.
oh, that's cool.
Oh my god. Yeah.
He was definitely
Silver floor.
what the entire hell.
Sorry.
But no, I think that he's kind of an anti-hero, right?
He's not entitled to Lily's love, but he has my love. I love Snape. And I've always, you remember before that book came out and everybody was like, I went to the release party for this and you either chose Snape as a good guy or Snape as a bad guy. And I chose that Snape was a good guy.
So anyway, before this gets out of hand in chat,
It's not going to because our people are classy.
our people are
Y'all
classy.
are classy.
Anyway, but
We still love all of you.
lawful evil is probably right. But so just because people were talking about it, let's see here.
Wait a minute.
what
Wait a
is-
minute. This is important. Twisted Oma says no. Draco took the Elder Wand from Dumbledore, and Harry took it from Draco, so it never belonged to Snape. I don't know. No, I thought that. I don't know. I thought that Harry got Draco's wand in a duel, but Snape is the one that killed Dumbledore, who is the true owner of the Elder Wand. Somebody help me. Yeah, he was Blue's Clues. He became good, but was still a butthead about it. I will give you that.
It's entirely possible, by the way, Cassandra, that she's just putting the wrong paint in the wrong areas. She may just be painting kind of what she wanted to. I mean,
Y'all got me talking about Professor Snape.
yeah, we need to entertain the idea that it's possible she's painting the wrong stuff.
I
in the
did
wrong
paint
areas.
I painted it the wrong color. Stephen Blue, thank you for saying I'm right, but everybody's right here.
Hey, so what about that? What about that scene in Galaxy Quest where they finally leave in the ship for the first time, and the guy doing the driving has them like scrape the side of the space station on the way out? It's great, and it's like a long screechy scrape. No one. Okay.
Asmodeus Soulfire, I like his answer or hers, that we're all right. Dumbledore was disarmed. I hate that Dumbledore touched that relic and got arm cancer. When Harry disarmed Draco, he became the owner of the wand. I don't know. I don't know what happened. All I know is that Snape was good, yet flawed, and so was James. James Potter was, let's look back on that. He wasn't the most likable character.
Thanks for the sub there, Daily.
But you know
Daily.
who was very likable? Sirius Black. My favorite Harry Potter book is The Prisoner of Azkaban. Love Sirius Black. Love him. If I were going to rewrite it, he would have stayed and Harry would have gone and lived with him. I know he couldn't because, the movie had to end the way it ended. I mean, the books.
Thank you, Crispy, for the Twitch Prime.
D. Clearman says, let's go back to talking about Star Wars. I'm sorry. Tonks was the most likable.
By the way, we're 2 subs away from 5 total goodie bags given
Oh my
away.
gosh, guys, come on, let's keep
2
talking about
subs.
Harry Potter.
Actually, it's 4:25. You should probably finish that up because we should be wrapping up here.
I love Gary Oldman. I will wrap it up, but I cannot avoid this chance to say that I love Gary Oldman's performances and everything. Wasn't Gary Oldman Sid Vicious?
Also, hashtag free, please, for the people who haven't done it.
And wasn't he not Inspector, not Professor? He was the Batman police boss. Help me.
I'm
Fifth Element.
Are you talking about in
Batman?
You did police boss? Are you talking about the commissioner, Gordon?
Commissioner Gordon. Wasn't
Yes,
he Commissioner Gordon?
Yes.
Yes, Commissioner. Thank you. Mustache guy and Batman. Yes.
I like police boss. That's,
He was the police boss. Okay. All right. Commissioner Gordon. I've got to wrap this up. I'd be here all day with you guys if I could. You're right. Is it Rhines? We are mega geeky. Even though, you know what somebody told me one time? Somebody told me that I'm not a geek or a nerd. I'm a dork because I have no special interests.
Thank you for the Twitch Prime, Grio. Also, 1 sub away, I might add, to 5 total baggies. Do you want to show the baggies again?
Yes, let's show the baggies again.
Let's show the baggies again for the people that are, because we've kind of grown.
Okay.
Hashtag free as well right now because we're already giving away 4. We're 1 sub away from a 5th big goodie bag. Whatever.
So did anybody else take the quiz and figure out what house they were in? Because I was also Beach Nuts. I was also in Ravenclaw. Hashtag Ravenclaw. Can we just find out what everybody is for just give them a chance to tell us what they are? Because I want to know who everybody is.
I'm a Hufflepuff boy.
Are you really?
No, I have no idea.
You might be a Hufflepuff.
You're a Hufflepuff.
I'm not. I'm a Ravenclaw.
No, you're a Hufflepuff.
Because I'm smart. Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff. Nothing wrong with being a Hufflepuff.
I like Gryffindor. D-O-O-R. Gryffindor.
It don't matter. Ravenclaw the Thunderbird, Hufflepuff. I
Thank
wasn't the
you.
target audience for Harry Potter. Okay,
Albivison.
Yes, thank you. San Antonium. I was Harry Potter's age.
Thank you, Glenn.
Target number 4. I hope you don't mean that derogatory. There are a bunch of nerds in this chat, and they're delightful, and we love them. Anyway, so
Hey, it's 2020.
holiday bag, Christmas wreath.
Hey, it's 2020. Nerd isn't even derogatory anymore. It's just.
Is it not? Okay,
no,
good.
It's
Okay.
almost like a badge of honor these days.
The San Antonium, I'm sorry you missed the bus, but it's never too late to get on it. To be 10 years old. The first Harry Potter book was read to me by my teacher, and it really,
Really?
yes, in
Oh,
5th
wow.
grade. I had a 5th grade teacher that would read to us just in case we didn't like reading, and I already liked reading. I started reading the Babysitter's Club.
So the stuff in the bag.
Okay, God. Holly berry, orangey red, beautiful. Christmas wreath, very pretty green. Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus, or maybe something else, but I think that's what it is. Candy. We are not giving away. We are not giving away bags that don't have candy in them. We've protected these from Ed, and yes, that's what these are. These are the holiday bags. These were a warehouse find when we were cleaning, so we were out of them. We found them. But yes, I am old enough to be on Twitch. We had this conversation a few episodes ago. I am 30 years old.
Are you already 30?
I'm already 30. Turned 30 in July.
Oh, wow.
I'm going on 31. I'm 30 and a half. Guys, I don't think anybody's ever said that ever. I think I'm too old for the halves, but I'm 30 and a half. All right. Well, I'm supposed to wrap this up. Oh, one more thing. Did Jimmy the Brush and Princess have the baby?
Yes.
Was it a boy or a girl?
I believe it was a girl.
I thought it was going to be a girl.
Yes. Did you?
Yep. I thought it was going to be a girl.
I think it was a girl. You know what? I could have said if you hadn't asked me. I knew it before you.
Girl. Mm-mm. Yep. Don't talk to me about Harry Potter unless you know who or what a Peeves is. That's right, Blue's Clues. Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Do we mean... We won't get into it. We won't get into it. I am just a youngin', I guess. I guess I am. But I'm 30, and I'm old enough to be on the internet. Target number 4... Am I wrong on this? Didn't you propose to your fiance at Harry Potter World? Or am I thinking about somebody else, Justin?
Yes.
You did? At Harry Potter World?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, never mind.
I was at the Animal Kingdom of Disney World. It was right in front of the, well, not right in front of, but it was on the bridge where it's like it perfectly frames the big tree of life from Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was nice.
Glad she said yes, or that really would have ruined the Lion King for you.
I also dropped the ring. There's a video of it that just somewhere on my Facebook.
You did?
I did. I dropped the
That is
ring.
a cute story.
And if it had bounced behind her, it would have gone into one of the animals' enclosures. Like that, there was like water area there. It could have been real bad, but luckily it bounced in my favor.
This is how you know you'll be together forever, because my grandparents kind of have a story like that, and he put the ring in the popcorn, and he was like really watching her, because he was like, if this bitch eats this ring in this popcorn, I'm gonna be real upset. I don't think he said this bitch, because I talk like that and I am, but
Yeah.
he was like really eyeballing that popcorn. And don't say bitch, it's a bad word. Excuse me.
Unless it's in reference to
A dog.
a female dog. Yeah.
All right. So I guess I'm going to wrap this up, as much as I hate to. I got to get back to work, but I love you guys. You're amazing. Oh, yeah, we got to give away stuff, don't we?
Yes, we do.
How many bags? 4?
5. Actually,
5?
because Al Bevizin and Glenn H, I think, are kind of pushing us
Thanks,
over.
guys.
Yeah, we got to 5.
Yay. Yes, Shotokami, we do have a softball team. They are young ladies, and they are scary. They're cute and scary. Yeah, Blue's Clues, that's kind of dangerous. I think people used to do the putting stuff in food more. Beef in the Hole says, bitches be loving dim diamond rings. Actually, I think women like other stones these days. I think I've heard that the millennials are killing diamonds.
Yes, Twisted Oma, I just now saw that. I was shaking an unprecedented amount. In fact, I even left my sunglasses on because I wasn't paying attention. That was the most
annoying.
nerve-wracking, absolute moment in my life where I was doing good to stay upright, and it was because not only did I propose to her, but I did it in front of her entire family.
Did the family know you were gonna do it?
They did. The entire family knew.
Oh my god,
We all-
that's so. Did you ask her dad?
I did. I had
That's cute.
I had dinner with her parents about a month before.
If my honey's still in here, you don't have to ask anybody. I am my own person. I don't like that kind of stuff. And Silverthorn says, you want to impress me, get me rubies? I'm right there. I'm with her. But that's very sweet of you.
But yeah.
Spoons 202, I got to read a grandma story. My grandma used to hide an almond in her mashed potatoes, and whoever got it got a box of chocolate-covered cherries. My mom ate it and was like, what's wrong with this lady's mashed potatoes? On her first family gathering. Meefwin says, not killing diamonds, but trying to source them ethically. That's correct. Did you get her a diamond, Justin?
Yes, it was a diamond.
Old people, am I right?
But she wanted it. Well, it's a diamond, but she wanted like a really out there cut. She didn't want the regular. What do they call it? The princess cut.
Oh,
There's the
princess
princess,
cut.
and then there's like
She
the
went
regular.
like a cushion cut.
No,
I've been
hers
looking at
looks like
rings a lot.
hers looks like a teardrop.
I don't like those.
It's I don't remember. It was kind
It's
of what she
important
wanted.
to have what you want, though.
It is.
Let me tell you what kind I really don't like. I don't like the floral rings, I think is what they're called. They're antique and they like kind of explode out. I really don't like those. Okay.
Pear cut. That
Pear
sounds
cut.
right.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Pear cut. Thank you.
Destroy De Beers. They're a worldwide monopoly, artificially increasing the cost of diamonds. That's true, but if you use a pearl, number one, pearls aren't supposed to be worn every day, and because they're very sensitive. And Sadie is getting engaged. Sadie is always pretending that she's got something going. She doesn't. To be honest,
The honey is in the channel. No pressure.
I always have big plans. You know, I'll get engaged someday, or I'll marry Jesus. I'll become a nun. So,
Oh, all right. With that note,
all right.
I have our 5 winners here, everybody. It is. I'll go ahead and just read these out and just announce them. We have Watchwood Rook, Samurai Jack 325. Like that show.
Yeah.
Illyaed, Demetrius Jimbo, and Donaland 9. Those are our 5 winners. So
Congratulations! Yay!
yes, thank you very much.
Yay! Yay! Woo.
You win a Christmas baggie there.
Congratulations! We're so glad we found these for you guys, and we're gonna see what we can do about these Poke Tools because we know you love them, and we would love to give them to you. We're just trying to make it work.
Yeah, as soon as these bags are out, which probably will be within between now and the next painting platinum, we will painting platinum. We will have more Poke Tools. So.
And next week we will start number 2, Layer Up, Learn to Paint Kit 2. So if you have Learn to Paint Kit 2, you can start with me. I have not looked at it. I haven't even opened it. Oh, okay. I haven't opened it. I haven't cut the what's it called off. Asmodeus Soulpire, what the winner should do is they should email reaperlive@reapermini.com with their username.
The Twitch handle?
Twitch handle.
And as a bonus, Twitch handle in the subject line would be amazing.
Twitch handle in the subject line.
But also in the body text of the email is okay too. Also, as a bonus, doing that as well would be great. But we need the Twitch handle. What else do they need?
Their
physical address by which to ship
the physical
stuff.
address by which to switch.
You'd be surprised how many people send me an email and then don't give me their address to ship it to.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading. I get really distracted reading. But yeah, you need the physical address. Crispy's Live, they're cute is the deal with them. We could all use a paperclip or a T-pen, but they're cute. And they're not quite as sharp. Okay, so paperclips aren't as sharp. They've got you there. But the real pens are sharper. So I feel like the Poke Tools are safer. I'm just going to put that out there. But I like them because they got a little skull on them. They make me feel real hard and metal. Like,
Also an important
fight me.
Also an important distinction to make. When you put your Twitch handle in whatever line you put it in, it needs to be spelled almost like you're quoting it exactly from Twitch.
Exactly.
That means that if you use zeros for O's, you better use a 0. If you have underscores, you better use an underscore. If you have a space somewhere, use the space. Please, please, please. That speeds up the whole process. Thank you.
Be careful when you write these emails. We know you're excited. Metal, yeah. Peccadum tacituritis. Peccadum tacituritis. I don't know how to say that name. It's a good one. Email Reaper and tell them you want your prize to go to @beefinthehole. Beef in the Hole, you are such a card. You are such a sass. I'll just love having you here. Shout out to the Calasandra one more time because you're just the best.
So I found a raid for us here. It's a little unorthodox, but it's still artsy.
I love it.
I actually find it very cool. That's why I chose it, I think. Yes, there is a Reaper Live later today at 6 p.m. Central Time.
And Maladrock, and everybody, watch the Reaper Live and ask them about the softball team, about the fast pitch. Because
Correct.
they will know more. I don't know as much, except that they have the most precious little cheer, little Reaper Rumble. They're so cute. Okay, all right. So we're rating somebody.
This person is doing pottery. I've not seen this on...
Oh.
Yeah, it's really cool. I've always had a fascination with it.
Pottery Raid. What's their name?
Playing in the Mud.
Playing in the mud.
So we're going to start this raid here. You guys spread the Reaper love. Go watch this
yeah.
this lady make some cool pottery. Tell her about miniatures. Maybe she doesn't know what they are.
Tell her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be
Just be generally awesome, guys.
the spirit of Patrick Swayze might be helping.
Yeah, let's just not talk about... You know what? Go talk about Ghost. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you tonight for
great
Reaper
nerding
Live.
with you.
You keep being awesome, and we will see you tonight, right?
See you tonight at 6.
All right, guys.
Ask about the softball team.
We're gone.